Welcome to the second episode of the Indo-Mediterranean chat. This is Vas Shenoy from Rome on a very special day. Today is the 2777th anniversary of the founding of Rome and a beautiful Sunday in the Eternal City. Thanks for joining us. This is my first solo podcast on a much auspicious occasion. Picking up from where we left off on the Indian elections from our last episode, voting has commenced for the first phase of the Lok Sabha elections and was held on Friday the 19th of April for 102 seats across 21 states and union territories. Violence was reported in some parts of West Bengal and Manipur, and voter turnout fell from the Lok Sabha elections of 2019 ever so slightly. The voter turnout this year was among the highest in Manipur, 68%, and in Bengal, 77% when polling concluded. Bihar, one of India's poorest states, recorded the lowest turnout of this phase at 48.5%. On an average, voter turnout was reported to be around 62%, which was lower than the 69% of the last Lok Sabha elections of 2019. All eyes are on Tamil Nadu, where voter turnout was approximately 65%. In the 2019 elections, all 39 seats in Tamil Nadu were won by regional parties. Prime Minister Modi has campaigned personally in Tamil Nadu, and the BJP hopes to make a dent this election. Will it be successful? Only time will tell. In our next episode later this week, we will have a political expert from Tamil Nadu to give us his feeling of this election and where he thinks the wind will blow. The next phase of the Lok Sabha elections in India will be conducted in approximately 89 constituencies of 13 states and union territories on the 26th of April. 14 of Karnataka's 21 seats will be in play in this phase. Karnataka is currently ruled by the Congress, and the BJP will hope to make inroads there as well. There have been different polls and both parties claim victory in advance. We shall wait and see. From the world's largest democracy to one of the world's smallest, about 284,000 people go to vote in today's polls in the Republic of Maldives, and tentative results are expected later this evening. Maldives is a small island country where Mohamed Muizzu won last year's presidential polls on promises to cut off Indian influence with his India Out campaign. Muizzu is known to be pro-China and an Islamist candidate. He was widely seen as a proxy candidate for former President Abdullah Yameen, whose 11-year jail term on bribery charges was overturned by a court last week. Muizzu and Yameen have since split, with Yameen setting up his own political party, which is contesting the parliamentary elections. The president has also had to walk back his anti-India stance, asking for assistance from India on food products and debt deferment and relief. Fall in tourism from India due to Muizzu's rhetoric has affected Maldives' economy tremendously and is expected to hurt the Maldivian leader. Apart from today's election, Maldives is expected to have a split parliament, with 368 candidates from over 6 political factions contesting 93 seats in the Majlis. While in the previous election, the opposition MDP swept the Majlis, in these elections it is expected to be hard for any single party to win an outright majority. Maldives and Seychelles are two very important battlegrounds for India and China in the Indian Ocean. Maldives especially is very close to the Indian coast and therefore very strategic for India, as it has key shipping lanes in the Indo-Mediterranean that pass through its exclusive economic zone. China has attempted to garner influence in the Indian Ocean with the objective of creating its own footprint like it has in Djibouti and in Gwadar in Pakistan. The result of the Maldives elections will be closely watched by both Beijing and New Delhi, as the new Majlis will define the future of Maldives' politics to come. From the Indian Ocean to the Mediterranean. In the past 2 weeks, we came close to the World War III as we've ever come before. For the first time, Israel and Iran had a direct conflict. Iran has not seen conflict in 29 years and keeps engaging through its proxies like Hezbollah, the Houthis, and Hamas. Things actually got almost real this time. Now it seems that both sides have decided to take a break from attacking each other directly. However, Turkey is back in an attempt to take the leadership of the Sunni world again. Iran's lukewarm performance in attacking Israel, the head of Hamas's political bureau, Ismail Haniyeh, was received by Turkish President Erdogan very warmly in Istanbul recently. Sources report that Hamas leadership is seriously considering a move from Doha, Qatar, where they're literally marooned off an island, to more friendly Istanbul, which will also allow them freedom of movement into the Middle East and Europe, which essentially increases the risk factor in both these areas. I'd written recently in the Times of Israel a few weeks ago about the dangers of the Muslim Brotherhood and its increasing influence since 9/11. I consider the Ikhwan far more dangerous than Iran. Hamas, as well as Erdogan's own AKP, are offshoots of the main Brotherhood organization. Turkey, a NATO member, is supporting a known terrorist group openly with no fears of censure from other NATO members. This will only increase the insecurity of the Indo-Mediterranean in the weeks to come, with Turkey already patrolling the seas of Somalia and providing drones to the Maldives. Interesting times ahead. Thank you for joining us this Sunday and hope to see you for the next episode. Have a good evening.